Welcome back to Crossroads.
Sister girl, the women of the world are so proud of you and your husband and all you have accomplished and will achieve. You have restored our faith in the world, politics, and the institution of marriage. We support you and want you to know that we appreciate your sacrifice, and we are committed to helping you and President Obama create a whole new world.
Tanae Wells with Women Venture, reading a letter that she wrote to Michelle Obama. This whole show today is inspired by a book that I just recently read called Go Tell Michelle. In the pages of this book are letters that African American women from all around the world wrote to the First Lady to tell them how excited they are about her new challenges, how they support her, how they keep her lifted up in prayer, and how we as African American women are now in the spotlight in a wonderful and miraculous way, in a position that we've never been in before, and how excited and proud we are to be there. And so I thought we would assemble some of my girlfriends here today on the Crossroads show, women from all walks of life, various ages and occupations, and we're just all going to come together and talk about Michelle Obama and what this new presidency means to us and what position we're in now as African American women. Calandra Harris, Gail Roddy, Tanae Wells, Dr. Verna Price, and you brought one of your little ones, not so little anymore, from
Shadow
Girls
Rowland.
in Action. Shadow Rowland is here with us today. So thank you, ladies, so much for being here. Tanae, when you sent me your letter to Michelle Obama, that quote jumped out at me, and it said so much, because now we as African American women feel like we have a stake in making the world better. Did she speak to you in that way when you saw her there the night of November 4th with her children and her husband? Did you say now is a time when we all have to come together?
Oh, absolutely.
Tell me about that moment for
I
you.
think that this whole presidency and this whole campaign is a result of the world being in a very, very bad place. And when the world gets in the kinds of places that it is, we always have to have someone, a movement or something that changes that pendulum. And I think, you know, from the first time that we were introduced to Barack, we saw that there was something unique and different about him. And I think that the more we got to know him and her family, I mean, we see opportunities that I think the world has not seen. And we have a new sense of hope and a sense that change is coming. And I think it's exemplified in everything about her, about who she is, about the family. It's just a phenomenal time to be alive and on this planet.
And Dr. Verna, you know, one of my things that I've been talking about since Barack Obama was elected, that for the first time since the Huxtables were on television, we see a healthy black family, a marriage, a loving marriage, two children who have a mother and a father. It's been a long time coming. I've noticed that, I don't know about you ladies, but I noticed that my husband is a better husband since Barack took office. I noticed that I want to be a better woman since Michelle took office. Has she done something to black women? Has she ignited something in us and set us on fire?
You know, I think so. I'm just going to say a word or two, but I'm going to have Shadow say something too, because I think there's like multiple generations that are being impacted by Michelle. And I have to tell you, and Oprah's not going to like this, but for the very first time, I bought Oprah's magazine.
Wait a minute, you are not a regular subscriber. You have to get off of this show, Dr. Verna.
I believe in Oprah. I believe in her work. You know, I support it, but this is my first time that I've ever bought a magazine, because when I saw Michelle Obama on the magazine, I thought, I've got to get this magazine. Because I was curious. I was really curious about what it means to her to be where she is, and then how she now thinks about us as women. And for me, it just makes me want to work harder. You know, it makes me want to be a little classier, you know, a little sharper, a little nicer to my children.
Even the kids,
I know. You know, keep loving my husband. Because I think what it tells us is that it's possible. You know, and many of us already have what the Obamas have. You know, we have healthy families, healthy children, husbands who love us. We already have that. But to actually have that as a country, as an example for us is wonderful. But, you know, Shadow is a senior at Henry High School, and
when the inauguration came, it made us want to work harder as black people, because now we know we finally made it. Like, we got a black president in office, and we can achieve something now that he's in office. So it made me want to work harder and do good with my, like, go for my dream, like, extra hard. Don't let nothing stand in the way, because if they did it, I can do it.
What does the image of Michelle mean to you?
It's just the image of her. She's a strong black woman, and that's what I want to, like, she's an idol now to everybody, to all the little kids now, because, like, everybody want to be like her. Everybody want to be that strong black woman and say that they achieved something like she did. That's what I want to be, at least.
And, you know, Ms. Roddy, I looked at Michelle Obama, and I said, I can identify with her. She understands what I'm going through. You know, when we had Nancy Reagan in office, the kids were running from the crack dealers, and she told them to just say no. You can't tell kids in a drug-infested neighborhood who are running from crack dealers and drug addicts to just say no. This woman understands me. She understands my people. I identify with her. When she and Obama had the fist pump, you know, when he, you know, the night he got the Democratic nod to be the you know, the Democratic nominee, that's how my husband and I communicate. And so, you know, I said, you know, I understand her. She understands me. Do you feel that same sense?
Yes, I do. And the letter I wrote to her is about the fact that she's a healthy black woman physically. I think many women are inspired by that. I've heard so many of my friends, black and white, say, I got to get those guns that Mrs. Obama has. And because she just looks beautiful in a sleeveless dress. She's not only toned, but she's healthy. And the fact that she's making this herb garden on the lawn.
I think we have some video. Scott upstairs has some video of her out in the garden. She's the prettiest garden stuff on. I'm like, I've been in gardens before, but I have never been in a garden with a black sweater dress with a nice belt around it, and boots and leggings and tights, and she's out there, she's got the nails done. I'm like, this is the kind of garden work I can actually be around, because she's doing the thing in her little garden. This is her garden outfit, okay? And girlfriend is working it, and she's doing it. And you're right, it's making us not only want to do better in our careers and with our families, but also, you know, that's a wonderful perspective, forcing us to say we need to live healthier lives.
We do, because our children depend on us to show them the way with health. Our husbands too. We are the keepers of the hearth. We're the ones statistically who make the doctor and dental appointments. We buy the groceries. Whatever we buy, they will eat. So if we buy junk, they will eat junk. If we buy healthy, they will eat healthy. So that she's inspired me to just keep going on the path, and I'm so glad to see it. I'm so glad to see this role model in the White House.
And you know, Kalendra, you're a woman with many hats. You got a book coming out, you're an attorney, you do volunteer work, you're a mom, you're a mentor, you're a friend, you're a sister girl.
And I also teach at night.
And she, and she also bakes cakes for the homeless. I mean, you know, Kalendra just got so much stuff going on. And, you know, a lot of times we say, our plate is so full, we can't add one more thing. And here comes Michelle Obama. She's mom-in-chief. She's setting legislation. She's being a good wife. She's making sure the girls are doing what they need to do. And so do you identify with her with all of these things on her plate, you know, saying kind of like, okay, that's me. I'm doing all this stuff. Michelle's doing, you know, that's how we sisters get down. Talk to me about that.
And I do, because we hear all of these different things about Michelle Obama, but you don't hear a lot about her being an attorney. She is still a lawyer, and it means something so unique to me, because you don't see very many black women in court. The black women you do see in court are usually defendants, but as attorneys, it's so rare. So, you know, I put some very interesting things in my letter that I think a lot of black women, especially attorneys, will find very, very unique. So it means something special to me.
And when you see her, you know, lawyer, deciding to stay home, take care of those babies, what does that mean to you?
You know, it means something special because she's doing it all. And it shows that we don't have any limitations. The only thing you have to change is your mind. And you can do it. You don't have to change anything else but your mind.
Wow. And you guys stick around. We've got more girlfriend discussion. We're just kind of letting you in on our conversation. We'll be right back. Stay with us.